Men have been sold a story for generations, a story about loyalty, virtue, and the inherent faithfulness of women. We were told that if you provide, protect, and remain devoted, her heart will remain true. But we are living in an age where that story is crumbling. The word Pulsworthing, in an age where that story is crumbling. The data is clear. Studies now show that in younger generations, women cheat as much as men, if not more. But it's not the act of cheating that's new. It's the why, the how, and the profound emotional aftermath that follows. This isn't a rant against women. This is an unflinching look at the shifting landscape of modern relationships. It's about understanding the psychological, social, and biological forces that drive infidelity, so you can see clearly, protect your peace, and navigate love with wisdom instead of blind faith. The great shift: emotional betrayal versus physical lust. Let's be clear. Not all cheating is created equal. Historically, men cheated primarily for physical release, opportunistic, often unemotional acts of lust. It was a betrayal, yes, but often one that left the emotional core of the relationship intact. But when women cheat, it's typically different. It's far more likely to be emotionally premeditated. It begins not in a moment of weakness, but in a slow transfer of emotional energy. She starts sharing her thoughts, her frustrations, her dreams, not with you but with someone else. By the time it becomes physical, her heart has already left the relationship. This is why it cuts deeper. It's not just her body, it's her attention, her vulnerability, her trust. She hasn't just broken a promise, she's rebuilt her emotional world with someone else, while still living in yours. The psychology of dissatisfaction, how feelings override commitment. Here's the uncomfortable heart of the matter. For many women, loyalty is conditional. It's tied to how she feels, not what she's committed to. A man's loyalty is often rooted in identity. I am a loyal man, therefore I remain faithful. But a woman's loyalty is often rooted in emotion. I feel connected, therefore I am loyal. When those feelings fade, when the excitement wanes, when the routine sets in, when she feels unseen or underappreciated, her sense of obligation dissolves. She doesn't see it as breaking a vow, she sees it as choosing herself. And modern society doesn't just allow this, it encourages it. She's told to follow her heart, to not settle, to prioritize her happiness above all else, even above her word. The tools of temptation. How the digital age fuels infidelity. Never before in human history has temptation been so accessible. Social media, dating apps, WhatsApp. These aren't just tools, they are portals to validation. A woman can now receive more male attention in one day than her grandmother did in a lifetime. And this isn't passive, it's targeted. Algorithms show her happier couples, more exciting lives, more charming men. She doesn't even have to seek it out, it seeks her. This constant drip of comparison creates what psychologists call options overloads, the quiet corrosive belief that something better is always available. Why work through problems when you can simply upgrade? Hypergamy, the biological imperative to trade up. This isn't just cultural, it's biological. Women are instinctively hypergamous, meaning they are wired to seek the best available partner in terms of status, resources, and emotional connection. In the past, social structures limited this impulse. Today those structures are gone. If she believes she's settled, if she feels you're not growing, not leading, not providing the emotional or material safety she desires, her instinct will push her to look elsewhere. This isn't malice. It's evolutionary psychology playing out in a world without constraints. She may still love you, but love is not enough to override millions of years of adapted instinct. The playbook of deception. How women cheat differently. Men tend to cheat stupidly. They get sloppy, driven by impulse. Women cheat strategically. It's often a calculated multi-stage process. Emotional detachment. She withdraws slowly, offering vague excuses. I'm just tired. Work is stressful. Emotional investment elsewhere. She cultivates a friendship with someone who listens. Justification. She reframes the narrative. You don't make me happy anymore. Physical betrayal. By the time this happens, the relationship is already over in her mind. And because it's emotional first, she can look you in the eye and deny it with utter sincerity. Because in her mind, it's not really cheating yet. This is why men are so often blindsided. The culture of excuses. How society protects female infidelity here is perhaps the most frustrating part. The accountability vacuum. When a man cheats, he is a villain. When a woman cheats, she is a victim. She was neglected. She was unhappy. She wasn't getting her needs met. This isn't just something she tells herself. It's the story society tells. Her friends validate it. Pop culture reinforces it. This external validation allows her to betray with a clean conscience. She doesn't have to confront the moral weight of her choices, because the culture has already absolved her. How to protect yourself from blind trust to conscious awareness. So what is the solution? Paranoia? Control? Misogyny? Absolutely not. The solution is awareness, not anxiety. Watch actions, not words. Loyalty is a behavior, not a promise. Understand female nature. Don't hate it. Understand it. This is how women are built in the modern world. Build a life she fears to lose. Become a man of such purpose, strength and value that leaving you feels like a downgrade, not an upgrade. Set non-negotiable boundaries. Make it clear what constitutes disrespect and be willing to walk away the moment it's shown. Stay grounded in your mission. Your value must come from within, not from her validation. Closing. The unshakable man in an age of disloyalty. Ultimately, you cannot control her choices. You can only control your response. The goal is not to live in fear of betrayal, but to become the kind of man who cannot be betrayed in a way that destroys him. A man whose identity and worth are so rooted in his own purpose that a woman's infidelity becomes a reflection of her character, not his value. Let her actions reveal her. Let your boundaries defend you, and let your mission define you. The era of blind trust is over. The era of conscious, clear-eyed strength begins now.